Coach, I wanted to ask about Kennedy. It seems like teams have a hard time guarding her one-on-one, so I'm just curious what do you think the best strategies are for limiting her impact?
You just have to bring a crowd to her. She's crafty. She's slithery. She gets into tight seams. So just try to keep her as best you can. But probably got to bring a crowd. It's going to take probably more than one person to guard her.
And then just curious about your general impressions of the Sky. They're a very new team, a lot of new pieces, and just curious how you think they've kind of distinguished themselves so far this season.
I mean, they're kind of a reflection of their coach. Play really hard, play defense. You know, playing together. She's putting a lot of different pieces together, and a young team. So young team, some nights they can look amazing and sometimes not so amazing. That's just part of rebuilding. And, I think the competitive part though in professional sports is a really big piece. And obviously you got talent, especially with your bigs and Kennedy and stuff. So, if they do miss, it's almost like an assist, those bigs are just on the glass the whole night being a whole problem. So we'll try to our best to box out tonight.
You obviously defended the title last year. Trying to do it again, that's a very difficult thing to defend the title. Has the experience of trying to do it this year been more difficult than it was last year, or is it just about the same?
No, I mean, every year is different. Every year it's been tougher. The first, the second one was tougher than the first one. The third one will be tougher than the first two. That's just the way it is. There's a reason why nobody's done it in 22 years or whatever since Kobe and Shaq. It's very hard to do. Hi.
So that's kind of an assessing your team. Obviously, you have a lot of chemistry on your side, and you've been through a lot of different adversities on the court. I'm curious, particular to this season, defensively, what do you feel like has been like the biggest hurdle for you all to kind of find that consistency that you've seen over the past years?
I mean, the biggest hurdle to the consistency is I would just say everybody doing their job at a high level of execution every possession. We can't have one person break down and then a different person break down the next play. And then, we've just I would just say we've been more undisciplined than I've seen us. And just silly stuff. I mean, we've cut games. We've showed some resiliency to crawl back into games. The other night we're down 17, we get it back to 4. And I could go down the list of games that have happened like that. And then when we absolutely need to stop, and I think that's been the difference between the team this year and the team last year is last year's team could get a stop when they needed to. And I just haven't seen that yet from this group, understanding the moment, understanding when they have to lock down and just be solid and get stops. Too many times we've beaten ourselves doing no-nos that we know we're not supposed to do, especially defensively.
Got it. All right. Thank you very much.
Coach.
Man, all those